Hello and welcome to Garforth Academy's School Reports of 2018. I'm Ella.
And I'm Nellie.
We have a very special school report this year, focusing entirely on the 50th birthday of Garforth Academy. Let's take a closer look and see what's been going on.
Garforth Comprehensive opened in 1967. In 1992, the name of the college changed to Garforth Academy College, to then become Garforth Academy in 2010. Over the years, the building may have changed slightly, but the academy remains at the heart of the community, serving generations of residents of Garforth and beyond. We spoke to Mrs. Ewing, Vice Principal of the Academy, to find out why this celebration is so important.
So we decided that it would be really nice to mark the occasion. It's really important to share the celebration with the wider community. So we decided that we'd invite the glitterati of Garforth, past and present, to come and help celebrate our birthday. And obviously that meant a massive birthday cake, which celebrated the different uniforms that the Academy's seen over the last 50 years, all the different colour ranges of ties, and lots of cake, because cake's really important at birthday parties as well. So we sent out some invitations to previous heads, assistant heads, all sorts of different people who've worked in the Academy or supported us over the years. And then we decided to invite an interesting, eclectic bunch of students to take these colleagues around the Academy to have a look at the changes that they've seen, because there has been a great deal of change over the last 50 years. So education has really moved forward. We have smart boards now, we have interactive boards, all sorts of digital technology, and the building's changed quite a lot, it's been enhanced quite a lot. So we thought it would be lovely for some of the people that have worked here in the past to come and have a look. So it was very much opening our doors and showing people around so they could really get a feel of what it's like to be in the Academy now.
To give students an idea of what school dinners were like when the school opened, the kitchen staff at Garforth Academy came up with a special 1960s style menu that staff and students sampled for the day. Let's hear more.
In January, students descended on the canteen to sample a taste of the past. A menu of fish cakes, chips and peas, followed by jam roly-poly and pink custard, provided us all with an insight to what our grandparents would have eaten in school.
They did experience a 50-year-old school dinner as well. So there was pink custard, jam roly-poly, curly crinkle chips as well, believe it or not. And I think everyone has thoroughly enjoyed celebrating it. And I hope when I am 50, I have a big party like this as well.
Yeah.
Students from across the Academy took part in a special drama performance commemorating the anniversary of Garforth and what it might mean to all the staff and students that have been part of it. We found out some more.
The aptly named 50 was a performance that was planned in collaboration with DC Theatre Company and exhibited to parents and students in both dedicated events and as part of the special party. More on that later. Mr. Coates, the head of drama, helped plan the event.
The main message of the piece of theatre was about what would you do if you knew this was your last day, and it was about fulfilling every day as if it was your last. The play was really successful in January, and we were really pleased to be able to restage it last week on the 7th of March for the school's birthday party. Thank you very much to everyone who took part. We are very proud of the piece of work.
To round off the celebration in the Academy, a special party was held where a number of people associated with Garforth Academy over the years were invited to celebrate with us. Let's take a closer look at this special event.
The Garforth 50th team worked hard, spending the last few months inviting some very special guests to the Academy's 50th birthday party held in March. Live music, performances, balloons and refreshments provided by the local business CLO created a real party atmosphere. Some amazing food and a specially baked cake by our catering staff was enjoyed by our special guests, all of whom were connected to the Academy in some way.
It's been a fantastic 3 months of celebrations. We've seen lots of different activities going on, from a drama event back in January to students undertaking lessons as they would have been in the 1960s without the use of technology, having a lunch in the dining hall with pink custard, which they really enjoyed, and then leading up to our party last week. My favourite part of it has been seeing students old and new, and seeing staff that worked here many, many years ago coming back, and seeing the academy it is now, and seeing how proud we are of all of our students, both past and present, be that what they're doing now or what they've come back to tell us they're now doing in their life.
I think it goes without saying that the last 50 years have been a great success and truly worthy of the celebrations. As we draw to a close of the Garforth's 50th celebration, we look forward to the next 50 years of our academy.
My aims and hopes for the academy moving forward would be that it continues to be a really successful school, and we make sure that we have students who leave us in a fantastic position to go and take up the next step, whether that be with us at another college or in a job, and we want them to go on and lead very, very successful and happy lives.
If these walks down memory lane have shown us anything, it's that we have a lot to look forward to with a strong and proud community behind us.
As a general, I just remember just always being happy here. I can't say that there was a specific memorable occasion. It was just always really, really nice. And I didn't actually do drama as such, but I remember coming to some fantastic productions that were here, and that's obviously still a very strong element to the school as it is now. And it was just a really good time. We had lots of fun, and yes, there was discipline, and there was obviously some teachers that you didn't like very much, and you didn't get on terribly well with, and all that kind of stuff. But no, it was just generally very happy.
My best memory was the last show that I did as head of drama before I started training to be a minister, and it was called Alice. And it took me 2 years to write it, and then we directed it. There were 250 children involved from local primary schools, and it was just the best thing that I ever did. It was wonderful, and it was a lovely way to end my career as a teacher and begin my training as a minister.
I remember my first day coming here, and I remember my best friend who lived next door but wanted to me, and I'd grown up with her, and we were so nervous because we desperately wanted to be in the same form, and that was just never going to happen. But it did, and we were sat, and I remember screaming because I got in with my friend. So that's one of the memories I remember. I also remember getting into trouble and having to stand at the bottom of the math steps with my hands on my head like this, facing a wall. And I remember I was in the play, I was Sandy in Greece, because I did drama.
All that's left to say is happy birthday, Garforth Academy.